everyone, welcome to ABC Interactive English. I am Karen.
Hello everybody, I'm Shane.
Yay, hi Shane.
Hi, I'm so excited because today we're still talking about the right tools for school.
Ooh, okay.
And in our conversation today, they're going to talk about working on a math question.
Ew.
Why you? You don't like math?
I was never really good at math, but I shouldn't say that. I mean, like, math is fun. Numbers, yay!
I remember you told me when you were young, you were actually very good at math.
No, it's because I actually, went to school in Taiwan until grade 5. So the math I learned in Taiwan was ahead of the math, I learned in Canada. So when I went to Canada in grade 6, like the math was so easy. I remember the first day in math class in Canada, I was in grade 6. We were doing like 5 times 3 equals 15.
What?
And 3 times 6 equals 18. And I was like, oh, wow. And I was
so easy for you, right?
Exactly. So I was actually in a really special class. It's called the gifted class. And then, but after 1 year, I was put back to the normal class.
Because you probably didn't have to study in Canada like you have to study in Taiwan, right?
Exactly, and I'm not really a genius in math anyways, but...
Yeah, it's just they made you study when you were in Taiwan. When you went to Canada, nobody really made you study very hard, right?
Yeah, I mean, math is important, guys. You still should focus on math, but just not, it wasn't my favorite.
Okay, why don't we get into today's conversation?
All right.
Okay.
Emmy and Dennis are working on a math question.
I found the 2 points on the map. Now what do we do?
We need to figure out the distance between them. However, we can't use a ruler.
So today we're looking at part B of the right tools for school.
Okay, and today we have Emmy and Dennis are working on a math question.
Math question.
If you remember, on day 1, we found that Emmy was borrowing something from Dennis. Do you remember what she borrowed from Dennis?
Oh, was that a really cool stapler?
Yeah. And Dennis let her borrow it and let her try it out. So now, I guess they're really good friends and they're doing math together. They're working on a math question.
Yeah, they're working on a math question. What does it mean by working on, like, what does that mean?
If you work on something, it means that you're trying to do it. You're trying to figure it out. So if I say, I'm working on being a nicer person, that would just mean I'm trying to be a nicer person. So if you're trying to, you want to become a nicer person, so you try to do that.
Okay.
So if you want to work on a math problem, you're trying to get the math problem done.
Okay, so maybe you're trying to understand, and then you're trying to answer the question accordingly, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's find out what they're going to talk about.
All right, and Dennis starts by saying,
I found the 2 points on the map. Now, what do we do?
oh, okay.
So
they're looking at a map, right?
So a map is basically a drawing of places like, of a place. So this place might have trees, rivers, streets,
mountains.
It could have buildings, anything that you want to describe or show what's in an area.
That's right. And he said that he found 2 points on the map. Usually when we talk about point, and that is a noun, usually it could be like a dot. But when you're talking about the points on the map, it could be like a place or a location. Maybe you're looking at, okay, from this street to that street, or this building to that building.
Or
so you found two places and two locations.
Or if it's like a map of the world and you want to know how far is it from Taipei to Los Angeles, your first point will be Taipei.
That's right.
And you will go to the other point here, which is Los Angeles, right?
Exactly, and we'll try to figure out how far it is, right?
Yeah, so what are they doing here?
And then Emmy says, we need to figure out the distance between them. Okay, so distance. Distance is how
much space there is between two things, or how far it is from one place to another place.
Exactly.
So you can ask somebody, what's the distance from Taipei to Los Angeles? And you will say, I don't know, very far. Very, very far.
Or you can Google. And then Emmy says, however, we can't use a ruler. What? You can't use a ruler? And rulers are our next vocabulary
what is
word.
a ruler?
A ruler is a noun, and that is basically a tool that you can use to measure the length of something, how long something is or how far something is. So for example, I want to know how long my pencil is, then I can put my ruler beside my pencil and I can read the numbers on the ruler. I'll say, oh, it's actually 7 centimeters long.
But what if you need to know how long your ruler is? How can you do that?
That's very easy.
You need 2 rulers.
Exactly. You use another ruler to measure. No, you already have number on your ruler. You have the number.
But the number stops, and there's always some space after the last number. So how much space is that? You don't really know. Well, why don't we take a break and we'll try to figure out how long a ruler actually is.
All right, let's take a break.
We can't? Do you have any ideas?
I know. I have a compass in my pencil case. We can use that.
Good idea. I want to write it in my notebook. Can you get it and give it to me, please?
Sure. Where is it?
It's over there, under my calculator.
Okay. Give me a second.
Welcome back. So before the break, Dennis and Emmy are working on a math problem, right?
That's right. I think they were looking at a map and then they had to find 2 points on the map. When they found 2 points, they have to figure out the distance between the 2 points. But the trick is they couldn't use the ruler. So how can you figure out the distance if you don't have a ruler or if you can't use a ruler?
I think we might find out in this conversation.
Well, but before we find out though, do you know the answer?
No, I don't
really
know. Oh, you can ask Google.
Or maybe you can I don't know, put erasers one by one and see how many erasers.
Oh, yeah, if you know how long something is already, then you can just put that thing and a bunch of them next to each other, and then you will know.
It'll be like, okay, it's 7 erasers long.
7 erasers long. And you know your eraser is 3 centimeters.
And that would be 21 centimeters. I am a genius in math.
Let's find out what they decide to do.
All right.
So Dennis says, we can't. So he said, we can't use a ruler, right? We can't. Do you have any ideas?
Ideas.
So an idea is a thought or plan about how to do something. So for example, ask me what I'm going to do this weekend.
What are you going to do this weekend?
Oh, I have an idea. I am going to go to Mexico.
I don't think you're going to Mexico.
No? Okay.
But it's like a plan that you might have, right?
Yeah.
A thought that suddenly pops up in your head.
Yeah.
Okay, so Emmy says, I know. I have a compass in my pencil case. We can use that. Okay, so compass is our next vocabulary word, and that is a noun. So a compass is a tool that you can use in math class that is joined 2 sticks and to join together at the top, and usually used for drawing a perfect circle or measuring the distance.
Okay, do you remember how to use a compass?
Yes, I know how to use a compass to draw a circle, but to measure distance, I'm not too sure.
It's a little bit more difficult, right? Okay, Dennis says, good idea. I want to write it in my notebook.
Ah, taking notes.
Can you get it and give it to me, please?
Okay. And Emmy says, sure. Where is it?
It's over there under my calculator.
Under your calculator. Your notebook is under the calculator.
Yes.
And the calculator is our next vocabulary word.
That means the calculator is on top of the notebook, right?
You are right.
Hey.
So what's a calculator?
So a calculator is a machine that's used for adding or subtracting. So add, subtract, multiply, divide.
Ah,
Right? So
that's
you're
right.
trying to use numbers and put them together, that kind of a thing.
And you would often need a calculator in math class.
It's most common in math or in science too.
No,
right?
that's right. You are absolutely right. And Emmy says, okay, give me a second. So she's going to go and get it, right?
Yes. So these are the kind of supplies that you would use in a math class.
Like compass, ruler, right?
So what other kind of supplies would you use for another class? Like, for example, like in your English class, what might you need?
Oh, what kind of school supply,
Yes.
right? Maybe in English class or like a language class, you might need a dictionary, right?
Ooh, that's right.
But how about in art class? What kind of school supplies would you need for art class?
You might need some kind of like paint or paintbrush or maybe
Crayons,
colored pencils.
markers, right?
Sure.
So you would need different school supplies for different subjects or different classes, right?
Right. Okay, that's all the time we have for today. And next time, I think we're going to learn more about the right tools for school.
All right.
Are you excited?
I am very excited, and we'll see you guys next time.
Emmy and Dennis are working on a math question.
I found the 2 points on the map. Now what do we do?
We need to figure out the distance between them. However, we can't use a ruler.
We can't? Do you have any ideas?
I know. I have a compass in my pencil case. We can use that.
Good idea. I want to write it in my notebook. Can you get it and give it to me, please?
Sure. Where is it?
It's over there, under my calculator.
Okay. Give me a second.
Hi, I'm Tina. 我们来看一下这个的重点单字。第一个 point 名词，表示位置的点。Do you know the distance from point A to point B? 你知道从 A 点到 B 点的距离吗？下一个单字 map 名词，地图。Joseph isn't good at reading maps. Joseph 不擅长看地图。下一个单字 ruler 名词，尺。Can I borrow your ruler? 我可以跟你借尺吗？最后一个单字 idea 名词，点子，主意。Do you have any ideas for Robert's birthday party? 你对 Robert 的生日派对有没有什么点子呢？接着我们来看重点文法。第一个 work on something 进行制作某事物。我们来看看下面这个句子。Sophie and Eddie are working on a new film. Sophie 和 Eddie 正在制作一部新电影。下一个文法 figure out 计算出。Figure 是动词，计算、估算的意思。我们看看下面这个句子 ：We have to figure out how much we spent on food this month. 我们必须算出这个月我们在食物上花了多少钱。最后一个文法 ，Give me a second， 等我一下。Second 在这里表示瞬间、片刻。Me 可以根据对象替换成其他受格。我们来看看下面这个对话 ：Have you finished the report？ 你完成报告了吗？Almost Give me a second, I'm working on the last part. 快完成了，等我一下，我正在做最后一个部分。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Hi, I'm Toi.
And I'm Matt.
And today we're playing Guess the Bear. And so we each have 3 cards with a word on it that the other person has to guess using the 2 sentences that we read. And instead of saying the word, we replace it with bear. And so we have 1 minute each to guess all 3 cards. Do you want to start?
You mean guessing first?
Sure.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so he's going to guess, I'm going to read.
Okay.
Ready? Let's go. Noun, 1 word. The distance between these 2 bears is 50 kilometers. I don't fully agree, but you do have a bear.
This would be point.
Yes, very good. Next one. Noun, 1 word. His office has a bear of the world on the wall. I think we're lost. Please check the bear.
Must be map.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, right? Okay, phrase, 2 words. She spent the summer bare her art. The trainer told him to bare his cardio.
Work on?
Yes.
Okay.
That was so easy. You got it. You're so good at this.
Wow, those are all pretty simple ones. When it's just like a noun, it's always easier.
Those are easier, yeah.
I couldn't think of anything else that would be for working on. So
No.
that's good.
No, you did a good job.
Okay, well, so I hope you can do just as well.
I think I can.
Let's see how you can do. Okay, we got another 1 minute on the clock. Let's go. Okay, your first one is a noun. We used a bear to measure the length. I made a perfectly straight line using a bear.
Ruler.
Yes.
Yep.
Next one is another noun. I have no bear what that sound was. We've tried everything and we're all out of bears.
Say the last one again.
We've tried everything and we're all out of bears.
Clues?
Correct.
Ideas?
Yes, idea, yes. So next one is a 2-word phrase. We'll have to bear a better solution. I couldn't bear where my car keys went.
Can you say them again?
We'll have to bear a better solution. I couldn't bear where my car keys went.
Figure out.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, we did good.
Good job.
Yes, we did good. We got all 3.
All 6.
Oh my
here,
gosh.
So.
Like I think I'm getting better at these.
Yeah. I think we each had 2 with just a noun. So
and then 2 phrases.
Yeah. The nouns are always easier than an adjective or adverb or verb.
Well, the verbs get hard sometimes because
That's right,
they have different uses depending on the meaning. So.
Yeah, so definitely we got lucky this time.
We got lucky today.
See you next time.